Welcome in, Meta fam, for another video. We got some good updates in today's video. You're going to make sure you stay and watch this to the end. I promise you it's well worth your time. And I'll ask in return is for you to smash thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and consider subscribing if you appreciate this daily information. All right, first things first, let's talk about the phone call I had with Tradestation. Got to give Tradestation huge props. Now, I did this tweet here earlier, and I got this email and I wanted to call them and confirm this email. So first, let's go over the email and then I will talk about the call I had. I caught them on my lunch break today, so I will describe the phone call. First part of the email, MetaMaterials Inc. recently announced corporate action pursuant of which holders of the preferred shares, symbol MMTLP, and it gives the CUSIP number here that most brokerages allow there, will receive Nextbridge hydrocarbon share 1-for-1 ratio. Sounds good. As a holder of MMTLP, on the record date, you are eligible to receive the shares of Nextbridge. Nextbridge, however, will not be listed on any national exchange and will only be possible to transact via a private placement. Tradestation can hold your Nextbridge shares as a custodian, but you will not be able to transact in your Nextbridge shares in your Tradestation account unless we hear from you to the contrary by the close of business on December 29, 2022. Tradestation will send your Nextbridge shares to American Stock Transfer and Trust Company beginning January 3rd, 2023. If you want more information regarding your Nextbridge shares, please call. So I called Tradestation today because we've been hearing about these brokerages not having the certificates and the shares to be able to transfer your stuff over to AST. So I called and spoke with Steve today on the phone, and he confirmed everything here in this email is legit. He confirmed they have legit shares, and this is pretty much the only brokerage that I'm seeing here in the US that is saying, we're going to transfer your shares automatically. So my phone call with him was, this email says I don't have to do anything. And he confirmed, yes, that's correct. Tradestation will start to process this over. As you can see, as the beginning of January 3rd, he said I should see him within that same week. So give it a few days after the 3rd, and the shares should disappear from my Tradestation account, and I should see them, and they'll have it in the AST. So I will be able to contact AST after Tradestation transfer that over. They will transfer basically from street name to my name and my information over to the AST. So that'll be very exciting to see. I should get some kind of a statement then from AST as well. I will give it a fefew days. They're saying they're going to begin this on the 3rd. It may take a week or so or two for this to get through, but I will keep you all up to date with my process because Tradestation told me if I want to have them transfer to AST, I need to do nothing. So I said, I want these transferred because I have shares in Fidelity, and if the gray market here starts happening, I can trade shares that I have on Fidelity. That way I already have guaranteed transferred shares that they're going to do for me to Nextbridge. So I already got a little bit over in going over to the AST, but then I'll have Fidelity shares, and we're going to see what Fidelity does because we have not heard anything from Fidelity. I may need to give them a call because if this brokerage here, Tradestation, is having no problem transferring shares to AST, why is TD Ameritrade, Fidelity, the big boy Charles Schwab, the big boy brokerages having issues, but little old Tradestation can transfer the shares no problem? After I see this transfer happen, I will be calling Fidelity and being like, hey, look, what's up? Because if Tradestation, if I have confirmation, another brokerage transferred shares, there's no reason other brokerages should not be transferring shares. So that's what I'm waiting for. And thank you to Tradestation so far for being upfront with us. It seems it's going to be legit. I'll keep you up to date what happens with Tradestation down the road. Also here, Jason here posted how the ticker symbol on Webull has changed. Now, comment down below. I don't have MMTLP on Webull. I only have it on Tradestation and Fidelity. So I have to take, what I see here, and hopefully people's posting is correct. So I see Webull change the symbol from MMTLP ZZZ to TBA. To be announced, Nextbridge hydrocarbon. So see what your Webull has. This was posted the other day. on actually Christmas this was posted, but I wanted to share that with you. Also, to my Trading 212 people in the UK, we got an update here from Money Spider, and he says, I now have Nextbridge shares in my account, Trading 212 UK. Click on his first screenshot here, and it has here, NASDAQ has this ISIN number, Nextbridge Hydrocarbons Unlisted, ticker symbol NXBR. You go over here to this screenshot, non-tradable instrument, has this 3,127 units there. Now, people's like, hey, is this legit? Are they going to register? And he said, are you registered with AST? He says, no, the broker did it. Or he asked, no. Did you register with AST? He said, no. Here, Dr. Stonk says, some brokers do it for you, but not Schwab and Fidelity. I think only outside U.S. brokers did it, but not all. Thanks for the quick response. Here is a screen grab of his talk with Trading 212. So let's cover this. As per the SEC approved S1, the shares must be in my account by tomorrow. Here, this person responds, as soon as we receive them, they will be allocated in your account. The customer here says, you can't receive them because there isn't any. Too many counterfeit naked shorts. Shares have been issued. So now what are you going to do? The representative here says, all of our clients will receive all shares that are due to receive. Rest assured. And the customer says, when? They must be in my account by tomorrow as per the S1. AST already has 165 million shares allocated. So where are you going to get my shares from? The customer service representative says all MMTLP shares that our clients hold are real shares. All these shares will be replaced by the new NBH shares as per the official terms of the corporate event. As we receive new shares, they will be allocated to each client's account, including yours. And the customer said this official term state, they must be in my account by tomorrow the 28th. Suggest you read the official S1 4A. So, we got more info here? Yes, we do. Here, the customers, the representative says we use extraordinary intermediary. We use an execution intermediary and reflect their behavior. As soon as NBH shares are allocated to our account, we will distribute them to our clients accordingly. Here it says, customer says, yes, you use IBKR. I know I suggest you talk to them about the S1 clearly. States you must show shares in our account on the 28th. Wish them good luck finding real shares. The representative says we are paying close attention to the corporate event and will make sure to update clients as soon as NBH shares are allocated to us. You'll receive a notification right after this happens. So thank you again for sharing this information. I think this here is, if you have Trading 212, you might want to screenshot these posts here from Money Spider 01 on Twitter, because they're guaranteeing they are real. They're not fake. That was right here in his post that they are real. So make sure you have them, you have that. And I got my TradeStation right here. The email, now this is me screenshotting email. I have the legit email in my account as well. I talked to the representative. They have it noted on my account that I want these transferred to the AST. I do not want TradeStation holding these shares. I wanted to get some shares over to the AST so that way I'm guaranteed my Nextbridge shares. So that's what I'm letting TradeStation do. And I kind of thought it was going to be reversed, but I think since TradeStation is automatically going to do it, I have to do nothing. I just called to verify that I want this sent over, and they said, we will do that. So Fidelity has not been able to do that. TD Ameritrade has not been able to do that. Charles Schwab has not been able to do that. But little old TradeStation has been able to do that. So we're going to keep, I'm just so interested if TradeStation is going to do that. I'm be excited to share my journey of getting shares transferred over to Nextbridge and see if we get them officially in the AST under my info. Now, I got to give a shout out here to KFerg. I said Nextbridge, thanks to KFerg for this call to the AST. Now, we're going to put up the volume here as far as it'll go. I want you all to hear this call where he calls the AST. In his message to me, let me read it here real quick too before we play it. His summary of the message. He says here, another phone call of AST. Sounds like they are not full yet. And he has the hands up. So we're going to listen to this call and go over what we think. Let's listen to it straight.
And I'm a shareholder of the weird placeholder things that are supposed to become Nextbridge hydrocarbons. And my broker, I'm trying to get them to initiate a transfer to you guys per instructions from you guys last time I talked to you. If I understand correctly, y'all just waiting on the brokers to initiate transfer and or registration, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Now, the broker wanted to know if there's any spots left.
Just a moment. Okay, and based on the updates that we have, there's nothing that indicates that there's not.
Okay.
So there should be, and they should have, further instruction of anything regarding that, any notification regarding any, like the spotting for anything through the DTC.
Gotcha. So the DT.
So there it was. AST on this phone call confirmed there is nothing on their end saying there's not enough room. So let's listen to that part one more time. It was about right here.
Okay, and based on the updates that we have, there's nothing that indicates that there's not.
So right there, her looking at the system, based on what she is seeing, there is like no evidence that it's full. There's room on the bus. So I don't know if it's different representatives getting different things or what's going on, but this representative said apparently there is seats on the bus. I got Tradestation saying they're going to be transferring my stuff here come January 3rd after the 29th. So we're going to see what happens. I'm going to wait for those shares to disappear on my Tradestation account. They told me then I'll get my monthly statement that shows it transfers out, and then I'll have to contact the AST from when those shares go in there. I think it should be like a day or two. I think something like that. Pretty quickly. Everything's electronic nowadays, so hopefully everything will be transferred fine. Let's keep listening to the call here.
Okay.
So there should be, and they should have, further instruction of anything regarding that, any notification regarding any, like the spotting for anything through the DTC.
Gotcha. So the DTC should have information for them on how many they're allowed to move over to AST, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's what everybody's thinking and saying, and then you go to the brokers and they say, we don't know anything.
Yeah, so they should have all that information through the DTC.
Yeah.
The instruction on receiving the certificate, how they're going about doing that, if they haven't done that yet. But that should all be there for the brokers.
Right. And I'm sure you've heard this a bunch of times. Every broker says, we're waiting on AST.
So right before they end this up, basically you can hear her saying that the DTCC will have instructions for the brokers for the certificates. So the brokers need to be doing their job. Like I said, so far it seems Tradestation is the only one I can say, and maybe the UK ones as well, the UK Trading 212, that they're going to be doing it. But so far here, the other ones, we're going to see what happens. And I can't wait to see what happens if Fidelity, because I have a feeling that Tradestation is probably legit. Because if they have that email out that they're going to do it automatically, they feel pretty confident in it. But Fidelity has not sent anything like that. So I think Fidelity could be a candidate for the gray market, or a broker going to Nextbridge say, hey, I need to get a little bit of shares because we're just a little bit short. And I don't mean just a little bit. I'm just saying we're short and we need some shares. So let's continue here.
Yeah, so no, it would be them.
Yeah, it's like a mess.
Yeah. And I do apologize, but yeah, so they should have that information.
Yeah.
They should be initiating that, and they should, know how to do that. So.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much.
That is funny. The representative ends there was saying like they should know how to do that, and she's right. The brokerages should know how to do it. So yeah, that is all I got for you in today's video. If you go here to my Twitter at TerryZ247, I have the clip here that K Ferg sent me here, the AST drop in the Dropbox form, Dropbox link. You can click it and watch it. And yeah, that is it. Like I said, I'm gonna be excited to see what Tradestation does, and I'll keep you up to date with what happens to my shares of Tradestation. And I'm gonna let Fidelity contact me and go from there. So Hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash thumbs up, drop a comment down below. I'll catch y'all in the next video, guys. Peace.